Alright, what is up, you beautiful people, and welcome back to another round of Mechabellum Mythbusters. One thing I've always wanted to know is just how strong is this new addition, the Sabertooth? Now, I don't think it's just as strong. I think it's like a little bit of a weaker fortress. I definitely don't think it can fill the role a Scorpion fills. But to see, we're going to have one Sabertooth face down against 3 units of Sledgehammers. A Scorpion will easily destroy 3 units of Sledgehammers arranged in this horizontal formation. But can a Sabertooth do that? I think it's very obvious. A Sabertooth is no match for this many Sledgehammers. Now, I wonder if extended range would benefit. I don't think extended range is going to benefit the Sabertooth that much, but it could be hard to guess. So with the extended range on Sabertooths, I think a Sabertooth one-shots a hammer, but it does not have splash, unlike a Scorpion. So I think the Sabertooth's relatively slow attack speed really holds it back. Double shot also is somewhat useless here. But one Sabertooth's performance is still kind of lacking. I want to see just exactly how much we need to upgrade this Sabertooth before it beats out these Sledgehammers here. So let's go with the field maintenance. And with field maintenance, how does it perform? Field maintenance and extended range. I think with field maintenance, it can easily beat out three units of hammers, along with the range increase. But I could be wrong here. No, the field maintenance is too strong. That's actually crazy. Field maintenance is very, very good on the Sabertooth. But also, I think the hammers just don't have the DPS to cut through the extra health that the Sabertooth has. So a Sabertooth with field maintenance does a pretty good job. Although this is a very, very slow battle. Now, I don't know if it would be fair to compare the Sabertooth to a fortress, but let's do it anyways. A fortress is a very, very good hard counter. Well, not a hard counter, but a very good damage sponge against Sledgehammers. And I think a fortress is by itself more than enough to stop 3 units of hammers. And I think the fortress also has a much faster attack speed at 1.8 seconds. You can also see like the canister popping out of that fortress here. So the fortress with no upgrades is already much, much better than a Sabertooth against 3 units of hammers. Now you may say though, the fortress is 400 minerals. So I'm actually curious what the equivalent, double Sabertooth, no upgrades, versus 3 units of Sledgehammers can do. All right. Same value equivalent, 400 minerals, Sabertooths, 2 of them, versus 3 units of hammers. I think this would actually be a more even fight. This would actually probably be around the same as the fortresses comparison. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like it is around the same. But this Sabertooth here got pretty low. So hey, not bad. Now that being said, does 1 unit of level 2 Sabertooth, does it defeat 3 units of hammers? Because Sabertooths, you rarely pick them up at level 1. Most of the time, you get some pretty high level Sabertooths. So I'm curious if even just a level 2 Sabertooth will do the trick. Now, I don't think a level 2 Sabertooth with no upgrades is going to do the trick against this many hammers. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to go down here. But usually, you probably pick up like a Sabertooth at like level 5 or 6. So let's test out a level 5 or 6 Sabertooth. So here we go. Level 5 Sabertooth. I think a level 5 Sabertooth is obviously going to beat it, actually. It's got 76,000 health. That is quite a lot of health. That's basically as much health as a fortress at level 1 has, actually. The only thing the Sabertooth is lacking is the same amount of DPS. because the Sabertooth's basically single target here. It doesn't tank nearly as well as the Fortress, and I think that's mostly because Sabertooth has lower DPS in comparison to a Fortress. But that being said, it is one unit that costs half the price of a Fortress, so I think it should be expected that it is a little bit weaker. Alright, so I wanted to test out a huge battle now. So on this side, we have 23 units of Sledgehammers, very casually souped up to max. No other specialists on this side. And we have 11 Sabertooths, because I think 5 Scorpions easily beat 23 souped up units of Sledgehammers. But, I don't know, can 11 Sabertooths beat this? I feel like 11 Sabertooths might actually be outmatched, and it might seem obvious. But I've given them defense enhancement as well. So let's see what happens. That's a lot of tanks coming at you. The Sabertooths regenerating health here, shooting their way through. Actually, Sabertooths not one-shotting the Sledgehammers. That is huge. That is a huge difference. The Sledgehammer's heavy armor is coming through here. And the Sabertooths are getting cornered. Some of those hammers going for the tower. Tower going down. That means Sabertooths are going to just get taken to Pound Town. They didn't stand a chance. Now I'm curious what difference photon emission is going to make here. So, is photon emission going to make much of a difference? Photon emission is going to reduce damage taken here by Sabertooths. And they're going to emit right next to each other. It might buy them more time, especially the Sabertooths on the left and right flanks. Because the flanks get collapsed upon so quickly. While the center actually holds really nicely here. Those forward Sabertooth getting broken down. Photon emission disappearing. That's bad. But it's taking them a much longer time to cut through. And the Sabertooth in the center here. Actually, they might hold them off. But it might be because the tower going down that they lose this battle once again. There's 5 Sabertooth in the center this time. But the tower goes down. And I think, I don't know, should I like just buff the tower? I wonder if this is messing with the stats. Well, no, it definitely is messing with the stats. But I wonder if, I mean, technically a real game would have the towers explode. That was interesting. Now, I wonder how much more Sabertooth we need to add before they can start winning. To start conservatively, I've added 2 more Sabertooth on each flank. So that goes up from 11 to a grand total of 15 Sabertooths versus 23 units of souped up Sledgehammers. I think actually 2 more Sabertooths on each side is exactly all it takes, because it prevents them from getting a firing concave. That's pretty good. We've only lost 2 Sabertooths so far, but the Sledgehammers have almost all been destroyed. That's crazy that all it takes was 2 more on each side. So I wonder if what 1 more on each side would do. Would it be close or not at all? But the breakpoints are so insane. Yeah. The Sabertooth here are just simply unstoppable. When there's as many Sabertooths as there are Sledgehammers, you know it's game over. Alright, so I've removed 2 Sabertooths, so now we only have 13 Sabertooth. Will 13 Sabertooth be able to beat 23 units of tanks? Let's see it here. A huge concave is starting to form on the flanks once again. Sabertooth are getting outflanked. concentration of fire. The central Sabertooth are not breaking through the front fast enough, and the flanks are suffering as the left and right Sabertooth are just coming under withering fire. But I think just one extra Sabertooth on each side is enough to turn the tide, I think. It's prevented the tanks from collapsing on the tower right away, and the central Sabertooth have actually cleared the center and have now started turning towards the flanks here. Oh man, are the tanks gonna start? Oh, some of the tanks are starting to hit the tower though. That's bad. I would argue the tower is the limiting component in this fight here. Because once the tower goes down, all those Sabertooth are gonna get disabled, and they're gonna take so much more damage here. But it's quite realistic. It's a very realistic scenario. Your tower goes down, and you get punished quite hard. But I think the Sabertooth are still gonna make a comeback, despite the tower going down here. It's a very close fight. We're getting sped up here. The game's like, let's go. Definitely a slog of a tank battle, but the Sabertooth still win here. So 13 Sabertooths can beat 150 Sledgehammers. That's very good to know. Very good ratios. And there we have it. If you guys enjoyed this game, be sure to leave a like. Please give me some suggestions on what you would like to see next on Mechabellum Mythbusters. I actually want to do something with the items here, like comparing all of these items to each other. So that might be on the table in the future. So if you guys are new here, feel free to drop a sub to keep up. And until next time, I will see you guys later.
In the rear with the gear.
The tires, let's light some fires.
Need a light. They picked the wrong fight.